Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you guys all back here in the most piratey area in our world. I've got some big things to show you. There are some monstrous, absolute, well, not insane. I've done larger things, but this is a pretty big thing. And of course, we've just been doing a little bit of work between last episode and this episode, which quite literally, we've got the biggest palm tree I've made. It kind of looks funny from the bottom, but it looks all right from out there. Besides that, there is the biggest build so far this series has been completed. And this is going to be dwarfed by some others, I'm sure. But I've gone ahead and completed the back end and basically the entirety of the outside of our warehouses, which of course I do want to do some details, and they need a little bit of love. We'll do that in the future. But it might become apparent to you my strategy to this. And of course, we'll get into that today, so do not fear, we will be there at some stage. But hey, let's get on to today's festivities, which is the perfect word for what we are doing today. We're going to be building some places to make this place look a whole bunch more lively. We're going to have colors, we're going to have, you know what, you name it, we'll have it. How about that? We just say, if you want to put something in this world, you let me know, and I'll put something in this world. Maybe not every time, but you know what? It's there's a good possibility. If it's pretty awesome, it's going in here. And today is one of the things that I've been wanting to put in here. Actually, can I do this and this and then get rid of this? Actually, you know what? I'm being a bit silly, but yeah, you know what? I'll do it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. I'm a professional. I've done this before. But yeah, what we want to do is we want to take a page out of. I don't know if it is really the Pirates of the Caribbean that I could really say this, but the pirates, just pirates in general. I want to kind of think about pirates and how they always seem to be pretty vile and scary, but they always seem to be pretty jolly as well, which is, it's kind of like a weird kind of place to be in if you're not a pirate. Actually, this is a bit weird. Actually, I wonder if I can get both of these to be facing up, because I didn't want that to be sideways. I'll have to have a look. It might be the way I placed it. But they seem to be fairly jolly and just excited, and they seem to have a good party. Let's be honest. They seem to be having a pretty good time. And today is no different. We're going to be having a real good time in this place, adding color, adding a whole bunch of life. I want it to look like people are running around here. And not only that, we also want to add in a whole bunch of space destroyers, if I can call them that. I like to, I'm trying to build things a bit closer so that it seems like they've all kind of just been shoved together. There's no real thought in it. We just putting stuff where I feel like it. I feel like putting one of these little, by the way, this is called a crow's nest. These crow's nests in here, which for people who don't know, this is like, it might not be completely obvious to what I'm building. This is when a ship has its mast like this. It's got a little place for a person to look out further over the horizon where you wouldn't be able to see over the horizon at the bottom. That's what this is for. And you'd probably be anticipating some more enemy ships or something like that, I would imagine. Whatever you're getting up to, that's what would happen. But that's what I'm thinking. I think that'll be pretty neat just to do something like this. Now, what I want to do. Now, here is the plan for today. I want to put in a little bit of a crow's nest down here, and then one all the way at the top, which I think I might even go a little bit taller. We might. Let's just go for it. We'll see how we go today, and whatever happens, happens. Honestly, this whole build is all about just making the build. In fact, after I've messed around with that for too long, I'm not even going to use it. Just making this all just fit together as nicely as we possibly can. So there, and ironically, as terribly as we possibly can. Now, there are some other things we're going to get going on today, because I have not yet got myself any, what are these boots? We got feather falling. We need some depth strider boots, because I'm planning on doing some ocean stuff, because we're not going to be sitting in this pirate area all the time. I want to go around the place. I want to start new projects. Not that I'm like, hey, yeah, we just started this pirate project. I want to leave. No, not like that. But I do want to start some new projects in the future. And I think that's a good way for us to get started, is by getting ourselves some boots, which allow us to go and explore the ocean update. And you see this? This is called responsible block placing. I specifically changed off my axe so that I could place a block. But now it seems like I'm going to be kind of stuck in. I'm just going to have to do these like this. But that's fine. Either way, I did not strip that bark block there, which is... That's an improvement for me. We're making baby steps towards becoming a better builder in 1.13. It's still something. You know how many stripped bark blocks I've done? I've managed to at least salvage them. I just end up using them as the things I make planks from. But until then, until I get this right, I'm gonna have to keep talking to myself. You know, come on, Jansey, you don't want to do that. Just wait, think about it, and then bam. strip the bark log again. Every single time I just do that. It's such a habit. I mean, who knows how many hours I've played in this game by now. And I keep doing that. Oh, dang it. And then I keep doing that as well. Okay, there we go. So that's going to work. We get rid of this. We'll get rid of this one. And we will have a look from the bottom. So step out. That works. I want to put this to the side, by the way. I know it's not going to be straight up. I wanted to put it to the side just so that it's got like a little bit of a different feel to it. Just because, of course, taking things from, like, if I just did straight up things, for instance, these trees straight up, sure, they wouldn't look necessarily bad, but I don't think they would look necessarily good. So that's one thing I was thinking about with these. And also, I think I can actually do this. You know what? I've got a plan to make my life more simple. And also, I like to do this anyway, is to hide some of these things around the place. Crafting tables, one there, and I guess I can just do this. Like this. Bam, no, bam, bam. Hidden crafting table up here for my convenience, and I'll do this as well. Because that's the smart thing to do. So what I want to do is I want to make some more of these because I need 4 because we're going to do the same thing we've just done over here, and we're going to do it right up the top. And we're probably going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go another 3 on here and see how we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 for good measure. May as well. Just do it. Just get that extra bit of height in there. And now we're going to do the second crow's nest. And this is where, I mean, you might not be thinking festivities just yet, but trust me, you will be. You will be thinking it very soon because the next stage after this is going to be a whole bunch of color and a whole bunch of, what would you say, lanterns, other things, tents, just a whole bunch of things. You know what I'm talking about. Just stuff for us to put in here. And also, I think what might be good is when we do a bit of enchanting, because I want to go from here, we'll go do a bit of enchanting and then we'll come back. But once we've done a bit of enchanting to this place, to these boots, I want to come back and I want to start doing those. The tent, the everything that we want to do there. I've got some ideas. Take it this way. Normally, I don't plan out too much. I just kind of wing it. And last episode, I loved just winging that piece over there. That's made my my day. Well, not that it was on the same day, but you know what I mean. It's really awesome. Just the way that turned out. I was very, very pleased. So that's what I'm hoping will continue, because if just doing these little things around the place, adding in details just when I feel it, and that seems to be working quite well. So let's just add in a few of these little things. I'm probably going to I'm thinking with these, I might even go ahead and put in another mast with the crossbeam, if that is correct. Who knows? With the crossbeam, and I'll put in a little bit of a what would you call it? Sail. That's the word. The most simple word. I forget. The rest of them I remembered. Believe that, right? Who would have thought? And here we can actually do this. Let's do that. There we go. Perfect. So here, I think if I just go, okay, I'll add that in later. If I just go down here and out there, and can I get that on top? That, and we need to put in one of these, and we should be pretty much done. And we'll have a very good place to look out from. Yeah, look at that. And I can get on my roofs, which I've pillared up to God knows how many times. But that is really awesome. Now, let's just do some tricks. Because, hey, I need it. I feel like by now I should surely have jumped off something too tall or got overwhelmed with mobs, but I haven't yet. And it's kind of scary because the longer it goes without me actually having a death in this world, the more pressure that's on me now to try and save it. It's something crazy. Actually, let's go out here quickly. I just want to show you what this is looking like. And we'll go underwater, swim. I'll get my boat first because life is easier when you're in a boat. That's for sure. Also, look at these. I just added these little things in after the last episode. When I finished, I was like, you know what? I was planning on doing that. I didn't end up doing it. I should do it. And it turns out I did it. And it looks great. So stop here. Yeah, that's looking good. I think I'm going to definitely put in this going up a little bit taller, maybe a little bit of a flag on it. And then we'll go ahead and add some masts in there. This is going to look really good. I'm actually very quickly realizing I probably need a wool farm. Despite going through an entire series before this without a wool farm, not needing it, I think I do now. In the war of this village, there are only 2 left. Well, 3, I guess, and me. But it was not very successful. I went ahead, got some mining done, and it turns out I saved this guy. But actually, did that door just open because of him? No, yeah, it did. It did. All right, I was kind of getting excited there. I was like, wait, there is hope. There is no hope. We will have to come and fix this village up at some stage. But I've gone ahead, got myself 30 levels, and oh, by the way, we've got a beautiful looking pirate area. I want to show you guys that, but that's coming soon. I'm breaking 3. Now, you think that's good? I don't think so. Unbreaking 3. I don't think so. And fire protection. If that was Unbreaking 3, I would have taken that any day. All right, I guess, you know what? What do we have on these currently? We need Unbreaking on them anyway, so I may as well try my luck and see what we get with these. Protection 3 Unbreaking 3. I think I've actually got Protection 3 on these. Protection 2, so a little bit of an upgrade. Tell you what, let's go over here, and we will go and connect these together. Now, there is another thing I want to do, which is I want to go traveling. I want to go and explore, because if this wasn't successful, hopefully we'll have a better bit of luck in another place. Bam. Right, that's actually, I've been having some rotten luck. You know, we should have actually had a look at what we had here. We really should be having a bit of a look. So what is our upcoming ones? Please have fortune. Unbreaking, really. Protection. Why do you guys give me this junk? That's right. We'll get it eventually. We've actually had some pretty weird luck. I've got 3 different Silk Touch enchantments with not a single Fortune 3, which is extremely rare. Like, next level extremely rare, to be honest. I've never experienced that. So what I want to do here is I want to take this, I want to take a book, maybe a bit of paper. In fact, I will go and harvest some of our crops while we are here, because I want to go out to a place that I discovered. Well, I haven't quite discovered it yet. Let's say I saw it at a distance, and we haven't yet had a look at it. And that is a village out in that direction, and I saw it at some distance when I was actually harvesting a bit of spruce. I just went around the spruce biome. This was probably, I mean, hey, 20 episodes ago. It was very much near the beginning. I can't remember if I actually did go into it. I don't think I did, because I know the one you guys might be thinking of. If you're like, no, Jansey, you did. This is a different one. This is a different one. I'm fairly certain, at least. I'm 99% convinced it is. So we're going to go out this way. I don't think I'm forgetting any. No, that's cool. That's cool. So we'll go out on a little bit of an adventure. This has become my tree growing place. I don't know if you've noticed. There's like some magical ground on the top there. And here are all the sheep. Wow. You know, I keep needing wool. So I come around this area, I run around the plains, and I just shear sheep for about, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes. And by the end of it, I have got 30 wool. That's it. And it appears that the sheep hide when I'm around trying to get a bit of wool. But you know what? We'll eventually get a good farm sorted out. Now, as for this village distance, I don't think it's too far. I don't think it was. I think it was just on the other side of this spruce biome over here. So I think we should be reasonably good for that. Now, while we're going, I've got a little thought to put, because I gave you guys a cool thought last episode. And I thought, you know what, I'm full of weird ideas, and maybe you guys have also got some strange ideas, which you can, because this is specifically, by the way, specifically related to the adventuring in the game. Like, what do you guys think about my idea, and what do you guys have of your own? So mine, here we go. Here is my grand master plan, and it's not even something that affects me in this world, but I think it would be really cool for servers specifically. Is what happens is, you know, in a server, there's always that group of people that get on first when a server's just started, explore all the cool stuff, get all the cool armor, get all the cool loot and stuff, and then after that, everyone else kind of gets on, and they're like, okay, great, I'm just gonna go now, and I guess I have to just mine. I can't really adventure for stuff. Those are just generating in, so maybe this area wasn't quite generated completely. But yeah, what I'm saying is, when you're going around there, obviously you're looking for some cool stuff. You find it, you don't find it, who knows? But in the end, wow, there's so many chicken eggs. There we go. So you find it, you don't find it. Most likely don't if you come on second, and that's a problem. But here is let me tell you this. I've got a solution. I have got a plan, and you guys are gonna love it. And that is that a floating? You know what? I'm getting distracted, but there is floating ground. There is a floating island there. Oh man, terrain generation. What are we gonna do with it? Now, oh, the sun's going down. We need to find some sheep, like pronto. Oh, here we go. Here's the village. Here it is. This is the one that I'm talking about. So, do we have any villagers? I think I might have even been here at night. So now I can hear one. I can hear one. Okay, I'm holding off on you guys. Before we go in, my grand idea. We'll go get some sheep. There's one there. My grand idea is, instead of having like a general chest, normal chest in looting spots, how about there's like an ender chest type thing where it's connected to your player name. So as your player ID, so as you go there, you search it, you get your loot from the chest. And it acts like every single chest has its own value. So it rolls a number, comes up, it says, hey, yeah, you cool, Jansey, you get this loot. And then someone else comes through, they search it, they can also get loot. So it means you don't have to necessarily have everybody continuously kind of fighting over the loot. You could have people going in adventures going for loot and all that stuff. I don't know, I just thought that was like a really neat little idea that kind of popped past my head, and I thought I'd share it. So if you guys have got something cool, let me know. I think that's pretty cool. In fact, someone I think mentioned, when I mentioned that in a stream once, that there's something similar in, I think, WoW. I'm not too sure, but I think that could be, I guess, analogous to what I'm talking about. So let's check what villages we got here. First, we need a bed. Let's just supply one of those over there, and beautiful. And we've got a cleric. We've got a fisherman or something, a butcher. Not a fisherman. I know fishermen have got brown coats. Ooh, I can see a white coat villager. Let's hope. I mean, obviously we can only hope for... it's a cartographer. Yeah. We can only hope for mending. But, I mean, if we don't get that lucky, of course we could get something else and eventually unlock it. So, let's see. Any other villages? Are we lucky at all? It looks like we are not. All right. I'm going to have a little bit more of a look around here and a bit of a snooze. There's someone in there. Maybe we can go check that guy out. But I think I'm going to have a little bit of a snooze and then we'll come back. All right, so this guy's a toolsmith. I've found that they've had some pretty good enchantments on the occasion. So we're going to have a look there. I can hear there's more guys in these here. Just a cleric. Just a cleric. They're actually pretty good. If we had a zombie farm, we would be able to trade all our rotten flesh there. That would be pretty good. In here, anything? Yes, a butcher. Great. We are not that lucky, apparently, with these villagers. Maybe you know what? I think we're going to have to probably have a look into our own villager breeder at some stage. I'm guessing. I think that would probably be a good idea. Let's just keep doing a little bit more of an inspection, because I haven't had a look at all these houses. Another cleric. Oh, cartographer. And fisherman. Great. You're actually going to come with me at some stage. How are there this many unlocked things? Crazy. Crazy times. Maybe fishermen come with a few unlocked. Yeah, it looks like we are not that lucky. But you know what? I'm going to go do a little bit of trading with the toolsmith up here. And I want to see where we can get there, because they're underrated, I think. Because occasionally you can get some monstrously good trades with them. Efficiency 5s, I think, on some shovels and stuff like that, and pickaxes. Silk Touch, I know, is definitely one that you can get from them. And I guess that's a cool all-in-one trade. You don't even need the diamonds for it. So was it this guy over... Actually, did we end up looking in here? No, it's just a cleric. I'll close that for you. It must be up here. There. No. Okay, I'm coming in. There we go. All right. Oh, it's a butcher. I'm lost. I'm very, very lost. But that's fine. We'll get through this. Where is... There. This must be him. Coming in this way. Dang it! What is going on? What do you have to do to find a toolsmith around here? And don't tell me it's the first guy. Yes, it is. Of course it is. So what we can do is we can trade 7 of those. I'm just going to go for it. You know what? I just want to unlock a few trades. What a deal. Actually the first time interacting with a villager for a trade. That is fantastic. But it looks like he didn't... Oh, he did. He did open up a few more. I'm breaking... You know what? I know these are terrible trades. I know they are. But oh, give me those. You don't touch them. Unlock more. I can't see the particles. Pass there. 3 diamonds for 1 emerald. Sounds like a great deal. There we go. Efficiency 2. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if there's another trade after this, but I just want to do it in case we unlock one. Just because. Oh, excuse me. Can I get up here, please? Yeah, I feel like that's the end of it. So yeah, efficiency 2. This guy is garbage. But you know what? We've gone on a little bit of an adventure. I want to actually, at one stage, I'm actually going to leave this because I don't want these guys to to get zombies or anything in them. So I'll go, and I think we'll eventually transport some of those over to our village when we've got it all secured again, because we're currently fighting a losing battle with the village. There's a lot of villagers lost. Well, a lot of lag, and of course it's still not complete. So we'll wait for that. We're on our way back now. Look at how this place is turning out. Man, I wish I had zoom right now so I could just, in fact, I could just do this. Let me just do this. Not that. kind of zoom with that. Look at that. As we come in here, let's just go F1 off there. Man, how beautiful is that? It's just starting to turn out so well. And you can see I did end up putting in a little bit of a sail on the top there, which it kind of works. I mean, hey, we'll see how it goes. But I think it's looking pretty good. Honestly, I'm very, very happy with the way this place has turned out. And it seems like we're closer, but in actual fact, we are right around there. Not too close, just that FOV. It's really weird. I don't know anyone who plays with it that way, but the other way is crazy. The Quake Pro, absolutely nuts. But that's right. Enough of that. Let's get off here and start making this place look a little bit more festive. I wanted to build a few other things today, but I don't think we're gonna have time for everything. Like I had some big plans for this, and we definitely will get them done. But I don't know today. This is done. Oh, Jansey, what are you doing? Stay away from these blocks. Listen, I'm ruthless. I'm living on the edge right now. Why did I take these out, I wonder? Actually, oh, I do know why. I remember why. So what I need... I could hear something walking there. What I need... Now, please, whatever it is, don't be a creeper. You can be anything else. Just, you can be whatever you want to be. Just not a creeper. Please. And I'm going to go crazy. I'm just going to go for all of these, which is, it's very weird for me. I don't like to waste that much. And I guess I'll get some of those, and I'll put these in here. And these are going to come in useful. So I'm going to do that and that. Oh man, that hurts. It hurts to see my oak go so quickly. Then we also need a few other things. We're going to be doing some really neat lanterns with a few really cool little things. So I'm going to take out a few trapdoors of those. I don't know where I've put my... Oh, there, I've put those trapdoors there. So jungle trapdoors are going to be the main block. All of those. Thank you. Wonderful. We'll come back for the rest of the stuff. So the plan is we want to have a rope going from here, dangling down, and probably go onto this tree. I was thinking this tree would probably be a bit better. So as if you've hung something from one to the other, and we're going to kind of wing it. I don't know if you guys have ever tried one of these, but they're not as easy as they may look to come out with. They're fairly difficult to get to work, actually, to be completely honest. But it's a matter of just trial and error, as is a lot of building. Just trying a few things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, just keep trying until it does, I guess is the way this generally goes. So maybe something like this and fall on the ground, of course, but at least we've got a way up over here. And this can be quite frustrating. So I think what I might do is I may very well quickly just do this. It's going to be me stepping back, me coming back, me going back forward. And then we'll have something good for us to work on. There we go. Now that's a shape we could probably work with. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just put in these very, very simple little lamps, because of course we need to get some light. Imagine this place at night with all these lamps around. I feel like that's where it's really gonna shine. And excuse the pun, but I feel like that is exactly what it needs, is the nighttime area here with just lighting everywhere. A whole bunch of stuff specifically going on the festivities. I think that's what we have to do. So just these very simple little lamps. Very, very easy. It actually gets us to use the jungle block. This was exactly when I saw this. What? Oh, wait. I was like, why am I moving? I'm not even trying to move. There we go. When I saw this jungle trapdoor, this was exactly what I was thinking. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful things. Now that might be a bit low. I actually probably want to push that one up. We do need to sleep very quickly. So let's head on in here. You know, we haven't yet. There are monsters nearby. Where are these monsters? I challenge you, monster, to show yourself. That would have been the noise you would have heard earlier. Okay, there we go. Perfect. They can't be here. There's no ground underneath. So the idea is, of course, as we keep going, we fix up this stuff. But I want this whole area to just get the colors. So this is where the colors come into this. And also potentially a banner. So we'll work on a banner at some stage. But I think these could work quite well just as something like this where we have, yeah, little things like that hanging down. Individually, maybe they don't quite work. Maybe they do. Who knows? You guys tell me if you guys like them or not. But I think in general that these could probably end up getting some valid place in this eventually, but I don't know. I've tried my hardest with these blocks. I really do. These glazed terracotta, and I think this is the closest we're going to get to actually working them in our own build nicely over here. So actually, because I put that one there, I put that one there, then they got like a different little pattern, and I want to move this one up because I said I was going to, and I don't want to forget to do it. And besides, I think it did. It just looked like it was draping down a little bit too low. So down here, up, and also these are directional. That's another thing that's weird about these is these ones have got a direction because they got the little handle on them there. So you can see this is the handle at the top. So if you put them the other way, the handle comes at the bottom and then it looks real weird. So directionality in this is important. Now let's take these away and please tell me, please tell me you look super festive and super exciting. Yeah, that's honestly as exciting as I could have imagined this to be. But of course, it's a matter of adding in more stuff. As soon as we get the back end of this part put in here, it's going to start looking really, really magical. Now, here's what I was planning on doing with these, by the way, was making a bit of support on this because this doesn't look very well supported. And I think it would be unsafe for these people to be climbing up on this. You know, safety comes first when you're a pirate. And that is certainly true here. Safety first. And they will not falter. So maybe a little bit of this, and one of these down here, here, there, and there. That's kind of a good little shape. And to top this off, just to make it really fit in there, we're gonna get ourselves the magical cobblestone wall, which can work wonders if it's used correctly. And I think over here, just to make this look a little bit less like that, there we go. Perfect. Wonderful. And don't have anything else. But that's fine. I think we've successfully done it, guys. I think we're adding in a whole bunch of life. And in fact, next episode, I think we should add in a bit more life to this place because it is turning out so good. It's starting to feel that way, you know, the broken down, slowly degrading colonial buildings to the crashed ship to the scrap, really, that's just broken down ships over there that they've kind of salvaged, to eventually what we're going to be doing in the back part of this. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. But for today, that is us done here. So thank you so much for joining me here today, guys. I've had a blast. I'm having a blast at this place. I hope you guys are too. And I'll see you very, very soon.